understanding stress. So in this video, I'd like to break down what the perception of stress may be and how to overcome stress and how to move forward into a position where we can change our understanding of what stress is. So in our day-to-day life, we may perceive something as stressful because we can feel the stress. What's crucial to understand that stress is pressure, and when we can't handle pressure, we feel stressed. It's as simple as that. We must understand that stress is just pressure, an environment which is a very pressuring environment. And if we can't handle that pressure, then that pressure will be perceived as stress. So what we need to learn to do is learn how to handle that pressure, how to be in that environment and feel the pressure, because pressure is healthy. We hear the saying that pressure makes diamonds, which is true. Just like if we're in an environment which is a very high pressure environment, and we learn to handle and grow and move with the pressure, then ultimately we will develop. We will develop into very good processes of information, because we're taking information and we're learning to process it, and whilst we're doing that, we're growing and we're developing into very good processes of information. And that's how we ultimately free ourselves from stress. Is we can do it a couple of ways. We can do it many ways, but one way is to understand that if something is stressful, we have to ask ourselves, what are we doing to overcome that pressure? Is there something that we can be doing in our lives to handle that pressure better? And every environment is different. Every person, every environment will be different. So the answers to that question will be unique for all of us. However, we can learn from this kind of self-knowing of, okay, maybe if I can try this, if I can do this better, trusting our feelings, trusting our intuition to understand, if this is a very high pressure environment, what can I be doing to be better, to be able to handle and process that pressure better? Because when we do this and we start self-learning through our emotional awareness, through our intuition, through our higher self to an extent, using our guidance, using our intuition is the word for it. We have to trust our intuition. We all know if we can be doing something better. We can feel it. We can listen to this intuition, into this, internal knowledge of how to overcome something. And when we start to make changes, start to infiltrate this change, we start to learn to be better processors of information. Because whatever environment we're in, we're processing that information. And if there is a very pressuring environment, and we're not processing that environment, we'll feel stressed from it. We'll perceive stress. So all we've got to do is understand that stress itself is just pressure. And if we can't handle the pressure, we will feel stress. We will feel stress. But if we can handle an environment, or at least know that we're doing our best within a pressuring environment, and that's another thing, we need to just give our best. Because as long as we're doing our best, we can trust that all we can do is do our best. And when we're doing our best in a pressuring environment, then at least we can say to ourselves, and we can also trust that we're doing everything we can to do our best. And if something's just not meant to be, if that environment, if that pressure is just too much, then maybe it's just not meant to be in this moment, and maybe that environment is just not meant to be, and then we can redevelop and re-establish where we're meant to be. But all we need to take from this video is that pressure itself is is healthy. It's positive. But however, if we can't handle pressure and we start to attach it to stress, we need to question, is that environment meant for us? Is it meant for us? And we just need to keep doing our best to try and learn how to handle that environment, how to grow within that environment. And yeah, everyone's unique. It's going to be unique for every one of us.